Hello, Base Lightning here. Welcome to another episode of my Street Muscle Diaries. And we are into winter 2023 here. They're pretty decent road conditions today, so taking Rib Cracker out, doing my errands and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to create another topic discussion. I know how much you guys love those, but I try to get you accurate information as much as possible. With what I'm experiencing, because there's other Charger and Challenger owners out there all over the world pretty much. So in street mode, you need to press your eco mode. The computer defaults to that setting when you turn off your engine, turn off the car and start it back up. That's what your default is. So if you want a little less throttle latency or sluggishness, whatever you want to call it, gets a little more sluggish, just leave it in street mode. It's really good. I'm gonna pan my octopus cam over so you can see my dash cluster once I get around this sharp corner here. All right, I'm just gonna slow down. I'm gonna move this over. Now I don't know how well you can see that, but that's 21.1 miles per gallon, and that's just running around town here, running errands, and it will go up as you back off the throttle. And you see that little green line when it goes all the way to the top, or I should say to the right. See that 4-cylinder? That's the MDS cylinder deactivation. So I'm actually running in 4 cylinders right now. That number will go up as that green line goes all the way over to the right. See it complete? See it go over? It's not quite there yet. There it goes. And when it goes all the way over like that, your MPGs will go up. That means you're staying off the throttle, and just, driving it normal. All right, I'm going to move this back because I just bumped my mount. Now, you don't get as vicious throttle response as you get in sport mode and track mode. Of course, you're not going to. But you can still get real good performance, and you don't get that sluggish shift point like you get in eco mode. All you have to do, I'll move my mount forward here. You see that eco selection on the touchscreen on the bottom right? You press that and a little green gas drop will appear. Teardrop, whatever you want to call it. You see, it's still getting good throttle response. Now my MPGs just went down because I stepped on the throttle a little bit. But that's just how it goes. You can't have your cake and eat it too, So 89 octane. Run it in street mode, just like this, for running errands and just around town. I've gotten as high as over 30 miles per gallon. In eco mode, not in street mode. You can get mid to high 20s in street mode, on your maximum MPG. Or at least that's what I've had for my maximum. So 89 octane will run safely in a Scat pack. You won't get the computer pulling timing from the engine deal, or you lose about 40 horsepower if you run 87 octane. Don't run 87 in these. But you can get away with 89, 91 or 93 are recommended. And that's premium. But you can run plus and get away with it. And it doesn't hurt anything. You don't get any throttle latency or any funny noises or sluggishness. 87, it sounds a little funny. Yeah, you don't want to do that. That can damage your fuel system over time, and plus it can blow your warranty out, because they can detect if you've been running low octane gas, if you had some kind of issue like that with a warranty claim. So be careful with that. So I can run all week long on a tank of gas if I stay in this mode and stay out of the throttle. Very simple. Hard to do because this thing is, a nasty muscle car. You want to get into the throttle and have fun. If you're running around, like the first year and a half I owned this, I was in sport mode 90% of the time, and I was in track mode the other 10%. And what you end up doing in sport mode and track mode, if you're running in them consistently all the time, everywhere, you're going to be going through like $40 to $50 a day in gas. Believe you me, I've done it. About the last, 6 months, I've had the car for 2 years, so about the last 6 months, I've done some experimenting over the summer with weight modding, weight reduction modding, tires, and I posted all that stuff on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. So so your exhaust note doesn't really suffer much. You still get that cool 392 tone. Your best traction you can get out of the Challenger, and you're not losing anything in your shifting. It's a little slower than sport mode or track mode, of course. That's the shift points. But as far as saving money, this will save you money. If you're just running errands and stuff, like I'm just going on kind of a back road here, but running around town, go to the bank, grocery store, whatever it is you do when you're not working or whatever, this is the way to go for me. And I figured it out. You're gonna spend, if you're running in sport mode all the time and using this as your everyday driver like I do, you're gonna spend about $150 to $175 a week on gas. I kid you not. I figured it out. I kept track of the receipts, and and you will run about $600 to $700 a month for gas if you're running in sport mode all the time with this. That's just ridiculous. On top of the payment and the insurance and maintenance and all that stuff, you end up, it's just a lot of money. So if you're running on a budget, like most people, unless you're wealthy, see that? There's no throttle latency there. So it's a better mode to run in for everyday driving. Just everything in street, just like I have it right here. Turn eco mode off. Eco mode is great for long trips, long distance straightaways on interstates and stuff like that. I did use that this summer, averaged about 27.7 miles per gallon, which I ended up topping that a few months ago with 30.8 miles per gallon. So, you can do really well. We don't buy muscle cars for economy. I understand that. But this is my everyday driver. I do have a winter driver, a Honda SUV that comes out during the nasty weather. But this is basically my everyday driver. So, you have to think of, you have a family, you have a budget. You don't want to be dropping an extra $500 a month on gas if you don't have to. If you run this way and use this as an everyday driver, running with the MDS cylinder deactivation and stuff, for just running around town, doing your errands, or even just commuting to work, you will save, on average, well over $300 a month on gas expense. I've already done it. I didn't save everything and show you all the receipts to prove it. Trust me, you will save at least $300 a month in gas. Now, of course, I do polls and go into sport mode and have some fun and play around. A little bit in sport mode, a little bit in track mode here and there. But my point is, don't drive everywhere in those modes all the time, or you're going to be paying for it. That's all. Because this thing will burn the gas quicker than you can blink your eyes, It's a lot of fun, but you know, again, what are you using this for? Are you taking to the track? This is basically a street legal race car, you know. So that's about it. I just wanted to touch on that topic. You can use 89 octane without any problems. I haven't had any problems with it. Save a little money there. Run in street mode for everyday driving, commuting to work, or, you know, errands. Haven't had any issues with that since I've been doing that over the last 6 months. Saved hundreds of dollars a month in gas. So you can run these and be somewhat economical for a muscle car. Remember, this is a muscle car. It's not a hybrid. It's not a Prius, you know. So I just wanted to share those thoughts with my subscribers and followers and my impressions on what I've done to save some money running my Scat Pack. Now, I get out on the back mountainous roads. Yeah, of course, I want to put it in sport mode and, you know, do some pulls and rock and roll a little bit with it. Have some fun. That's what it's made for. But for this kind of stuff, you know, just running around town and stuff, you don't need to be in sport mode everywhere. You're just going to be burning a lot of gas. Plus, you got to watch out for cops. They'll nail you. Because in sport mode or track mode, I can be doubling the speed limit in seconds, you know. So those are just some thoughts. Thanks for joining me. And we will catch you all in the next one. Be sure to check out my original hard rock on videos. New content coming this winter. And Base Lightning is out.